Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us for North Dakota Today. I'm Lisa Bedeau here with Chris Berg on this Friday Eve. So today, I was thinking for me, West Fargo School District, 1 week away from the start of school.
Are you nervous?
I was going to say, so I told you I didn't take any pictures. I should have. I did see a lot of them popping up. We don't have the traditional back to school night in West Fargo, but we had like our one-on-one with our teacher.
Right. That was yesterday, right? How'd it go?
It was very interesting. You know, it was like a 15-20 minutes of all three of us. Bailey went with. Only one parent could go. You know, we had to wear masks and we were, socially distanced as well. But looking at the classroom, there's just the desks were all spread out.
Wow.
Quite a bit. I had to label and I've been hearing a lot of parents saying this, a lot of moms and dads, you have to label all of your school supplies because there used to be like everybody throw their markers in one bin and then we share. But now everybody only uses their own markers. I think a big one, I was like, okay, well, on the first day, because this is a lot of parents have been talking about this too, and I don't know if you've heard or if Aji is upset. I'm not sure, I guess, for Fargo, but West Fargo, we can't go into the classroom on the first day. You go, you bring them, there's your desk, and have a great day. And, when they're in kindergarten, they're holding on to your legs,
right.
Saying, don't leave. Or it's the mom holding on to the kindergartner saying, I don't want to leave. But anyway, I know our teacher yesterday said, so on the first day, I'll meet you on the basketball court.
Wow.
Outside the building. I was like, what did you just say? I'll meet you at you're going to bring Bailey.
Are we playing hoops in the morning or what?
We're play a little basketball, then, talk about hybrid learning. So I'm excited. I think we have a really great teacher, and Bailey really connected with her.
Oh, that's nice.
So besides just asking all those questions and making sure we had all of our, technology up to date, then she spent like 15-20 minutes. The teacher did just one-on-one with Bailey and kind of did an assessment. And I think it was because the end of last year's school year, there was no real good assessment. So I thought that was interesting. I've never had to do that before. And she said, they did some reading, they did some math and, things like that. So
interesting.
Yeah.
So for like 15-20 minutes, she was just grilling her, huh?
Yeah. Well, and I had to leave the room at that point, too. So I'm
right.
like,
she was like, so what's Pythagorean theorem, Bailey?
And Bailey's like, oh, man, I remember this from distance learning. Oh, And the teacher also asked, well, what did you think of distance learning? And we both got to, give our answers. So I was like, not a fan.
Yeah.
So... And,
How about
I know
Bailey?
it
Was
works.
she a fan? Or?
No, it was hard for her. And there's certain things that were easier for her for distance learning, but,
It's just nice to have that camaraderie and
that personal connection with your teacher.
Right.
I think she was just excited to be standing next to a teacher, her teacher, and being in the classroom. She just felt like, okay, now I can do this. Versus usually she's like, YouTube. Oh, wait, I'll switch to Seesaw. Third grade math.
But even to be able to just ask one of your classmates, like, hey, how are you doing this? Or what are you doing? And
right.
I remember in math, I used to do that with this one guy in I think it was 6th or 7th grade. And he was wicked smart in math. And I'd be like, hey, Josh, how'd you get that answer? He's like, I don't know, man, I just did. And it was always the right answer. And it was so frustrating because I'm pounding my brain. I'm like, Josh, just give me some. He's like, I don't know, bro. I just got it. I just figured it out. It was so
smart guy, not a good teacher. I mean, he was a student, but I mean, that's funny. Some kids are just like that, and others are like, oh, well, this is how
exactly.
You needed to sit by that guy.
We had another guy in my class named Seth, where everyone would just sit around Seth. He was unbelievably smart, and just be like, hey, Seth, how did you do this? What about? And he would just be like, okay. Mike, I got you on this. Chris, here, do this. I mean, it was unbelievable.
Some people just can really make it so much more clear than the teacher can.
He was patient, and he was
whatever happened to him?
I don't know.
Did he become a teacher?
It was so funny. We played hockey together, and then I remember this because, in the Midwest, there was sort of that thing where sports and arts didn't always mix, right? So he was playing hockey, and hockey's a physical sport. And then one day I remember me and my boys, we were hanging out, and we heard this guy playing concert level cello. We're like, what is going on? And we walk in, and there's Seth just rocking out on the cello. We're like, yeah, that's Seth. All right.
That's like a Disney movie in the making right there. That's like High School Musical or one of those, a ton of those where he was the star of the basketball team and then he wanted to be a part of the...
We all just kind of looked at it good for him, man.
That's awesome. I want to know what happened to that guy.
Yeah,
what he's doing
that's a
now.
good question. He's probably a professor somewhere in Seth, studying, PhD number 5, and I don't know.
How about your daughter? Have you done any? Do you know how's she feeling about going back to school and everything being?
Cannot wait to get back to school. I mean, she's great at reading and all that kind of stuff, but I think that camaraderie, and it's just not the same on a screen.
No, it's not the same.
Yeah.
I agree. So, and I'll talk about this again. I've been working with Aji. Back to school clothing shopping has been a lot different. I mean, it's still important to have that, back to school first day outfit. But instead of going to the store and like just spending the day at the mall with Aji, we've been doing it all kind of virtually and online and emailing and text and like, check out this link, and we've ordered a bunch of things in. So
nice.
But anyway, join us tomorrow morning because we always love to talk about fashion and for women and for men, mostly for the ladies. But she has used some of the styles that we love, like from Leela and Lavender, that I would love to wear, and then putting those on the kids because like the tie-dye trend for adults, super big as well for the kids. So we're going to do a back to school fashion segment tomorrow on North Dakota Today. So that's going to be super fun as well.
Is there Berks involved?
There's Vans. So no Birks. Some years she has like suggested Birks.
I know.
And we're still wearing. Marley's going to wear jean shorts. So, yeah, everything from even backpack accessories, backpacks, shoes, clothing. It's kind of fun to look at the little mini-me version of our fashion as well. So this is like breaking news, Chris. I don't know if you heard this. I shared my, not my baby news, but my girlfriend's baby news earlier this week. I don't want to start any rumors. Liz and Derek are having their first baby, and I just love that. Well, I've been waiting for this, too, because it seems like Katy Perry has been pregnant forever. Whether you're a Katy Perry fan or not, I just feel like it's one of those, during the pandemic, we want any, music news we can. I think that's why Taylor Swift's album, blew up, because we just needed something new. Katy Perry has been pregnant, I feel like, forever. Well, Katy Perry and also Orlando Bloom. Yeah. He's kind of a big deal. Well, they just had their baby girl and they posted this picture on Instagram. I love it. A lot of play on words today. Katy Perry will be kept wide awake now that she has a baby in the house. And I believe they named her, you can see it's Daisy Dove Bloom. So congratulations.
That's a nice name.
I like that. And she has one of her new songs. I love her song. I don't know if it's called Blessed, but if you heard that, she talks about being blessed. But she also has a song called, I think, Daisy or Daisies. So, I mean, that was obviously ahead of. Some people pick the baby name and share it, and it's all out there. I think with Bailey, we didn't even know what the baby's name was for 2 days after we had her. She came early, so I just wasn't ready. But
I get that. But at least, I like Daisy. At least she didn't do what some Hollywood people do with Blue and North and, you know what I mean? Apple, thank you.
Apple's one of the first big ones. Yeah, from Gwyneth Paltrow, as our director was saying in our ear. But
Gwyneth.
That was back when we're like, what the heck was she thinking? And now they've just gotten weirder and weirder. But
so, have you ever seen the movie The Interview?
I'm not sure. I think maybe.
That's the reason I was laughing at first when you brought up Katy Perry, and it's where the guys go over to North Korea, and it's.
Oh yes.
Hysterical. And Kim Jong-un is a big Katy Perry fan, and he's into the song Fireworks. And anyways, if you haven't seen it,
I did actually.
You need to see
no,
it.
you don't need to watch that because I watched that during the pandemic, and I was like, I feel like I did just watch that, and it was so terrible.
Oh, it's hysterical.
It was, and I get it. It's dumb humor, So there's certain parts that are funny, and then there are other parts I'm like, I need to stop watching this.
Who's the guy? And I love him, but I can't think of his name right. James Franco, thank you. So Seth Rogen
was in
James
there,
Franco is just phenomenal in it. I mean, he's like the TV show host, and him and Kim Jong-un connect, and it's classic.
It is funny, but know that it's dumb humor, right? I mean, that's fair to say, right? I don't know.
Very much.
I could not handle it.
Ridiculously stupid humor, but you have to be in the right mood, and if you are, it's fantastic.
That's true. Mindless, I like mindless TV
Exactly.
sometimes. So I watch some reality TV that people would shake their heads on, but that was one of those for sure. So, okay, from pop to country, and I don't know why I do this to myself because you never know any of these country music names, but our country music fans at home are excited about this. We now know some of the names that will be performers at the ACMs, and that's coming up next month. Thomas Rhett, John Party, they're going to team up for a performance of Beer Can't Fix at the Academy of Country Music Awards. Miranda Lambert, I've really liked this song lately. Bluebird is one of her latest hits, and that's
nice.
from her Nashville Bluebird Cafe album, I believe. Kelsey Ballerini, Tim McGraw, which we did see some Tim McGraw there. I like that he's still around as well. So looking forward to this, it's the last week of August, September 16th, because I was at first thinking, oh, September, not till September, that's so far away. No, actually.
I was going to say.
So it's just a couple weeks away, and that's on CBS, the ACMs, so I'm very excited for some. I guess I don't know how exactly they're going to put that all on. I'm sure they're going to have to be creative, like they have been with so many different things. But I think with music, they've been able to do so many incredible things where they're still sharing their music and doing live performances, but from home.
Yeah, wasn't there one choir guy that had like thousands and thousands of people? Remember that around the world? And
yeah.
That was fantastic.
So I'm looking forward to that. Great show planned for you today. This is exciting for today, but sad for the season. It's the final Fair Food Thursday. We're going to be talking to the organizers next.